Stab in the dark.
And then I posted it and you was like, bro, it's I was like,
That killed
I'm only
me,
one
bro.
man.
That killed me, bro.
But nah, man.
It was
man.
a good pod still. It was a good
Bro,
pod. Man, I've enjoyed that one still.
Bro, there's more to come. I know how the universe works, bro. Things are not accidents.
Yeah.
As my mum would say, who for be there will be there, and who not for be there will not. Like, that's how life works, innit? But with that being said,
Whoosh.
just like that, we're back. MTTE,
More to the
Ends
ends.
podcast,
Yeah, you know.
with myself, Big Cam.
Whoosh.
And today, as per usual, I'm not by myself in the building.
Back in the building, 2 weeks in a row. No guest has ever done this.
But hold on a minute. Before we even continue with the actual pod,
Yeah.
as per usual, still got to shout out Saltbox
Whoosh.
for, the 3rd year?
Yeah, man, 3 years anniversary, man.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Crazy.
shout out the team. I know that from where it is now, the studio wasn't like this when you first got here. So, just big up the man, then big up yourself, Gbenga,
Love, bro.
for the progression.
Love, bro.
Even since I've been here as well, I noticed little things in that. So, we move and shake. But yeah, we're back again.
We're back.
Before we got situated in that, you was asking me about the Thailand trip.
Boy.
So, I mean, fire away, innit? Cause
How long were you out there for?
So, went over there with the missus for 12 nights.
Lovely.
I've been saying it and I'll continue to say it. Personally, I would say it's my favourite holiday, and it edges it over Mexico simply because it was cheaper.
Okay. Where in Thailand did you go?
So we went Bangkok, pause, and and we went Phuket.
Okay.
Phuket, fuck it, whatever it is. So yeah, that's where we went. And to be honest, do you know what it is? There's so many layers, and this is why, a lot of people, since I've been back in London, have been like, "Rah, I saw you went away. How was it?" I said, "Rah, do you know what? I can't really tell you in this moment that I'm chatting to you, whether it be I'm at work or I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
It's now that I can actually peel back the layers of it, bro. It was a transformative experience.
Swear down. Why? What about it was transformative?
So first of all,
It's a mad thing to say.
yeah, because alright, so I'd start with BKK. That's what it's called for short. You know what I'm referring to, the first city.
Yeah.
When we got there, that was like London. So Thailand, but London. Still fast paced. It was kind of like being in Vauxhall or Central.
Yeah, in the city kind of vibe.
In the city, still got the landscape and by the way, hold on. While I'm chatting, I'll get Raven, the editor, to slap out the pictures and the vids and stuff in the meantime while I'm chatting. But yeah, still had the landscape of the high rise, but then you still had the jungle, the trees almost peeking over all the brickwork and that. So that was it was a sick aesthetic vibe first off. Then the people themselves, everyone's nice, and that's not an exaggeration. I mean,
everyone. Sick.
You could be, say for example, you was taking the tube, yeah, because that's another part that actually spun me. Their tube and underground and overground and their whole public transport network, just like London, just as advanced. In fact, stupidly cheaper as well, ridiculously cheaper. And what it is if you, for example, we're tourists, man's at the barriers, I'm like, "Raw, how do I buy a ticket? I don't really know where I'm going,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's the people that work there or the people that's on their journey wherever, they will stop, go out their way and say, "Oh, where are you going? Do you know, if you go to that machine, you can get the one way or you can get the round thing."
And no crazy language barrier.
No. Don't get twisted. Majority of them speak a good level of English.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a good level of English for you to at least have a conversation with them. So they were literally I remember I got there and you can either get an Oyster card. It's obviously not called an Oyster card, but it's the equivalent. Or you can literally just pay 25p and get a one-way ticket to wherever. So we've got to the barriers now, but this barriers you couldn't pay with card. I think you couldn't pay with cash. Sorry, you had to pay with card. But obviously we've got credit cards and stuff because that's kind of actually only what they really work with.
Okay.
Like you're not, unless you're using cash, you're not really going to be doing contactless. It's not really that vibe. Anyway, got there and then people could see that me and my missus are a bit confused in that, and literally some little short lady, which they're all tiny over there. Yeah. Some short lady just came up to us and like, oh, do you know where you go? And I said, oh no, I don't. Like, she said, oh, if you go machine, you could put in I was like, raw, like, and obviously
London's not like that though, man.
This is my point.
London's not like that though, man.
This is why I have to say it, because
it's different.
Even though it's very small to us or to someone that's listening or watching, it's a very big deal, because we know that when you're in London in that real rat race, I don't give a shit if you just broke your leg.
Yeah, facts.
I don't care. I'm going to my job, so I need to make sure I'm on time. And that's my priority. If you don't know how to take the tube, why are you here? Them vibes, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. No, for real, it's like, it's just subtle attitudes that you know.
Don't slow down my journey kind of thing. That's what everyone's on.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that was one thing I noticed. And then even down to like, obviously, as I said, you're at a hotel, whatever, so naturally they're there to help you and whatever. But they're going out of their way to do things. So they're like, oh, like, do you need a wake up call? Just so you know, these are the times and that. But they're not telling you on a vibe of like, I hope you go there so you spend some money. They're telling you on a vibe of, we understand you probably might not know because you haven't been here. These are the times we usually have breakfast. This is the cut-off point, But they're explaining it to you in a way
that you can tell like it's coming from a genuine care.
That's what I'm saying. Hard. So yeah, Bangkok was have to. It was a sick experience. Obviously, the elephant in the room is there was definitely a bunch of gay people there. Definitely a bunch of,
and it was like visible in the culture, like in the population, like you could tell, like
it's like
that's mad.
I'm trying to think what's to say. It's like, I don't know. All I would say is like, I remember one night we went to get some burgers late night because you get the munchies, you're drinking and whatnot, and I remember sitting at the table, and then some white he was probably from England. I don't know if he was from London, but he's definitely from England. Yeah. You could tell by his swag and that. Yeah. He's pulled up beside us, like to the next table, but then he's eating with a lady, or so I thought at the time. Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, he's got a Gucci hat, whatever. And then my missus is like that, like signaling. I'm like, bro, like, I know he's moving a bit booky. Like, why are they not talking? Why are they so quiet? Brother, I'm looking at her shoulders, broad, and I'm thinking, bro, she's kind of like my height though. Yeah. This is all a bit mad. Anyway, let me enjoy my burger. It's delicious, Had the sirloin medium, you know what I mean? Had some swine on it. Sorry guys, I like the swine. I like it, you know what I mean? Egg and Benedictine cheese, which I think is goat, sheep and
you're selling this
cow.
holiday to me so much.
Bro, I can't, like, I'm gonna, this is the pod, innit? I'm podding, innit? Banging that out, and then I turned to my man, and then they got up and they left after they paid or whatever. So me and my missus was like, raw, like, that was weird, innit? Yeah. And then she's like, that was a lady boy, right? And I was like, I knew it.
So they clicked.
No wonder why they didn't say a word. Not as nothing. Like, they literally got the food. I didn't even hear them order the food. But what that made me think was, raw, so did you travel
all this way,
halfway around the world, just to live?
Man, they must.
Like, this experience.
Yeah, people must do.
Each to their own. It's not my my job.
I'm deep in it. People must do. Like, if you are that way inclined, and that's something that you'd want to experience, and like, if I go to this place, I'll be able to experience it to my full capacity and because people will probably do it.
What it is as well is the hotels in Thailand in general know that people bring back guests, for lack of a better term, innit? So it's not a weird thing for a ladyboy to rock up, or gay guys, or escort, or what. It's not a weird thing. It's a thing that happens and it's accepted. And again, same attitude. As long as you're not hurting no one and everyone's respectful and keep noise down or whatever, live your movie, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Not my movie, but it was my man's movie. But then, as I said, I just thought to myself, right, imagine like man see him in like West End or something.
Just one day.
And like,
right, that's my man.
I know what you did last month.
and the thing is, yeah, you never know what my man's lifestyle is in London.
That's my point.
Especially if man have gone there on their J's.
That's my point. He wasn't with like a group of man them or a few other brothers. It was him and this one lady boy. Yes. And I thought, raw.
Interesting.
You're living your movie. But, as I said, he's not bothering no one. And to be honest, being in Thailand, that's what it kind of started to make my brain do. A vibe of like, Ross, but why are you judging my man anyway?
Yeah, people live like that.
Do you get what I'm saying? And obviously, they are a religious country.
Okay.
I remember taking a picture.
Do you know what the main religion is?
I believe the main religion is Buddhism. Okay. But the main ones are like Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam.
Okay.
So yeah, that was sick.
So interesting. So it's funny because NB posted a throwback. So he went to Bangkok 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. He posted it on his snap maybe like 2-3 days ago. He said, "Till date, this is the best holiday man's been on." He said, "I post this every year. This is the best holiday man's been on." Because,
and I keep saying this, I'll get to like the other activities man did, yeah. But it was also about the energy. It was about coming outside and people are smoking weed because they got dispensaries. It's legal out there.
Crazy.
So if they're doing it, they know that there's no anxiety. There's no, the Jake's pulling up, rare. No, you can do your thing.
There's no crime attached to that side of things.
How about I never saw a Fed until probably the day before I left, and I saw one Fed car. I didn't even see the Feds in the Fed car.
What's going on in Thailand, though?
The entire time I didn't see no Jakes. None.
What's going on in Thailand,
actually,
though?
Tell a lie. When we went to Phuket and we went to the beach, Patong Beach, we was chilling by the police station, which is literally like at the top of the beach and that. And I saw a Fed and people were smoking, and I looked around like, raw, like, is this cool? And he kind of just was like, see what I mean? It's almost like they're Feds, but they're just people.
Yeah, just trying to keep the peace a little.
Yeah.
So what you said? Bangkok's different to
Phuket. Yeah, so as I said, Bangkok was more London vibes. It was more just like predominantly city vibes. However, I'll get to Phuket in a sec. However, there was a point where we went to the floating market. I put up videos of that as well. And that was like probably like the distance from London to Brighton. Okay. So, and there's even a story within that as well. I'll get to that as well. Our driver, because what they do is they work hard. Like basically they work all day. Like from sundown to sunlight, sunlight to sundown. That's when they work. They will work all day. They're baking off outside your hotel. As soon as you're outside the hotel, like where do you want to go? Like
Did you have the same driver for the whole time?
No, but what we did do is, I think, where did he take us? Was that the guy that took us to the ping pong show? I think it was the guy that took us to the ping pong show. I'll get to that in a sec. Basically, let's say the Wednesday, he took us to the ping pong show, and then he's like, "Rah, so what you lot on tomorrow?" We're like, "Rah, we want to go floating market." He's like, "Alright, cool. In the morning, if you lot are up about 9, I'll take you there." But he's like, it's a bit of a trip. So we're like, alright, cool. Yeah. Brother, as I said, it was like going from London to Brighton. Yeah. So he's whipped us there, about an hour and a half there, and we went in the jungle. Like, as I said, I'll even show you the vids after, but we was literally like on a little raft or a boat kind of vibe. Yeah. There's the Thai young G behind us, like steering it and that. And you're just going through like, you can't even say the Thames because the Thames is quite like vast, isn't it? But like you're literally just going, you're just going down the lake and that, and then if you want something on the side, whatever it is, weed, clothes, ornaments, food, take a picture with a snake, take a picture with a little baby monkey, whatever it is.
You come off and then come back on, or what?
You can, or you don't have to.
You can make your purchase from the boat.
There's other people in their boats as well. Like, it's literally like, think of like Sunday Market or Brixton Market, but everyone's on sea.
Like, I was even thinking, like, they're on the bank and you're going through, so you can
It's both. That's what I'm saying, it's both. Like, there will be people on the bank, but then there will be people on the boat. So it's up to you if you want to jump out and walk around their stall, or you just want to make the purchase in the boat and then sail off to where... Bro, it was a different experience. And then remember, like... The thing about it is that, like, when you're going through this thing, you keep well, I kept him being caught off guard by the scenery.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking like to the right and I'm just seeing like a mountain. And I'm thinking, raw. You know, basically what I'm saying is there's so many times I had to go, raw. Man's actually in Thailand, you know? Like, man's in a lake, in the jungle, in Asia. Halfway, like, it took me half a day to get here.
Yeah.
Like, it was different, bro. It was different. So, what else did we do? Muay Thai. We saw a Muay Thai fight in, I think the stadium's called, like, Ranjanum, something like that. Ranjanum Stadium. And that was sick. Because you got the Thai Dons fighting, then there was some Scottish guy versus some like Swiss guy, and it was going off.
It was like a big arena.
Yeah, it was like could probably hold, I would say, full capacity, probably 1,000 people. I would say. Okay. When we was there was probably about 500-600 people.
Okay.
But we got like front row seats because again, your pound goes.
So it was. Would you say it was a cheap holiday?
Relatively, yes. For the amount of things that we did, and for how much we spend, or spent in comparison to if you went to Mexico or LA or wherever.
Fair.
Like you're not. I would say the most you're gonna spend on is travel.
The flight out there.
Yeah, or not even that. Even like just like say for example, you know, we're like London youths. You just want to get places quickly.
You know, man, just get a cab.
Get a cab and that, but. Really and truly, if it's like a man-them thing, you can just get a ped and just rent a ped for a week.
Hard.
And that was even another thing, bro. Like, you got year 11s saddling year 10s on their ped from school and that.
That's crazy.
Bro, it was mad.
That's crazy.
I remember in Bangkok, it was like the night before we was leaving to go for Phuket.
Did you stay? Oh, okay. I was going to say, did you stay in Bangkok all
Nah, that's what I was going to say. So, the night before, I wanted to get a trim, but where I wanted to get a trim was like
You got a trim out there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I throw all the pictures, all the videos while I'm talking.
Hard.
I put them up. while I was out there, I was like, boom, I'm going to get a trim. I had researched this guy from before I even got to the Bangkok because you got to do your research. Like, I need to know that you can deal with the black man's hair and that, do you know what I mean? But this guy, he was originally from Baltimore in America.
Okay, he's a black brother.
No, he's not. He's a Thai brother. Okay. But obviously Baltimore
that's
ganged off in it, you know the vibes. So, boom. I remember it was actually the floating market day. Went there in the morning, coming back now, it's got to like 4. The peak thing about BK is the traffic. If you get caught in rush hour, you're done for. So, we was there now, and I'm like, my car is saying, half an hour, 20 minutes. But the traffic's not going nowhere. Yeah. And I'm looking at the cab, man. I'm thinking, nah, bro. Like, I'm already like 45 minutes late for this appointment. Like, I'm feeling like, you know, like you just don't want to be the black guy that's late in it all the time. Anyway, at one point, I've just said to him, he's like, maybe you get a motorbike. I said, yeah, I'm gonna jump on a moped, bruv.
Were you not with your missus?
No. My missus was at she was at the hotel. I think she was swimming or something. Okay. But obviously she was thinking, I'm not really gonna roll with you to get a trim because of course, I'm just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, bruv. I've jumped out the whip mid traffic, flagged down because they're literally everywhere. Yeah. Flagged down a ute on a ped. I said, showed him where I need to go. He's like, 10, 15 minutes. He's like, you know, they're trying to like negotiate with you. In my head, I'm thinking, bruv,
whatever you say, bro.
If you say 4 or 5 pounds, whatever, bro, because that's a lot to you. It's not a lot to me.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like boom. I'm like, cool. Hopped on the back of the ped now, in and out of traffic, weaving through. As I said, I'm seeing this little ute saddling the girl. The girl's all sitting sideways on the ped on her phone.
Hard.
I'm thinking, this is
normal to them.
Bro, this is like a Tuesday evening. Like in the middle of Bangkok, bro. Like, I'm like, this is nuts. Anyway, got there, linked up with my guy. Barber. Shout out Max, cold barber, chatting to him. You know, like, as per usual, you realise, doesn't matter if you're from Baltimore and I'm from London, bro. Like, who would have thought that a black Jamaican brother from London would be in this barber in Thailand talking to a Thai brother from Baltimore?
Yeah.
No one would have thought that, but here we are. So that was lit. And then, later on, come back now. These times, sorry, I have to say this, These times, I didn't even shower that day, bro. Because we had so many things to do. I didn't have time to do that, bro. Plus, like...
You're about to trim.
Yeah, so it's one of those vibes where you're like, let me just do all the dirty work first and come back and freshen up. Yeah. Bruv, flew there, got the lit trim, got the train back, which I found was like quite cool because I was like, right, look at me really in this bro, just. But don't get twisted. I was thinking to myself, right, these people must be looking at me on this tube like, this guy. I only had a vest on and my combats and sliders. Like really, like just out here, like. And then I was just thinking, wow, these people must be thinking like,
this brother,
this big black brother's just taking up bare space in the tube. Like. But as I said, they're cool though. They might look at you a bit like, wow, like, oh,
that's
like,
different.
Yeah, but then they're just
nothing after that.
Over it. So yeah, that was mad.
I'm proper sold, man.
Bro, I'm saying it now. Anyone who hasn't ever been to Thailand, you need to go now. I'm not finished though. There's a lot. There's 95% sick things to talk about. Okay. But then there's a 5% which is very important.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very important. Later on, went to watch the fight and that. Mad experience. Literally right up close and personal to the point where one of the guy that collects the judge's scorecard has to keep telling me like, can you move your leg? Because I'm so close. Like, I swear to you, it's mad. So that was sick. And then, yeah, bro, flew back to that where we were staying in the end, grabbed burgers and that. Over the course of the time he was there, I think one of the things that I loved about BK was the markets. They have a night market. So basically like Brixton Market, but from like 6 till like, I think it's 12? 6 to 12?
6 p.m. to 12.
Yeah, 6 p.m. to 12. And basically, as I said, same as like at any market that you'd find in London or whatever. But the street food,
hard,
delicious.
Yeah, of course,
it's delicious.
I love Thai food.
Delicious. Yeah. The thing is, someone did ask me, did you eat any like cockroaches and stuff? I didn't eat any of that.
Would you though?
I would have.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe where I was, they just
didn't come across any like that.
Yeah. I mean, there was a few stalls that were selling like some like fish and stuff. But I remember one day we got there like kind of late and I was thinking, I don't know how long that fish has been there. I'm seeing a couple flies hovering. I'm not willing to take that risk. Do you know what I mean?
Not today.
But yeah, the food, delicious, man. They have egg with everything. So if you're Ghanaian, you'll eat good. You definitely eat good. You know what I mean? They love their eggs, innit? I love egg though. I've actually...
Nah, miss me with that, man.
But you don't like egg like that?
No, miss me. Not with everything. Do you know what it is? I like egg, but I don't really understand the whole eating egg with everything.
If you get fried rice, would you have egg?
I wouldn't choose to have egg with that, bro.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't.
So when do you have egg? Like if it's a normal like breakfast?
Cool, that's egg. But you know, like Nigerians, we have like this thing where we have yam and egg.
Oh shit! Okay,
and it's like a Nigerian breakfast, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so peak.
How many eggs would you have?
It depends. So like my mum would probably make a bulk for like the family to have breakfast. So it's probably like 6 eggs going in there. 7 eggs going in there. Yeah, there's a lot of eggs, man.
Damn, that's excellent.
Exactly.
That's good. But yeah, so yeah, they have egg with everything. One of the highlights in terms of the food, because there's so many things. If you was following my Insta, then you would have seen it. But one of the highlights with the food is they had this dessert where it's a roti and they fry it and they do it like a pancake or like a crepe. Okay. No, not like a crepe, like a pancake.
Okay.
But they fry it. And you can get banana in it, you can get egg in it, you can get, do you know what Ovaltine is? It's like a biscuit kind of vibes.
Yeah.
You can get Ovaltine in it, you can get Nutella on it, and you can get cheese on it. But it's a dessert.
Okay.
And that was delicious as hell. You know, like you're looking at something, you think this
might not make sense.
This should not like
be this nice.
Egg and a roti with Nutella should not make sense.
But it just pops off.
But I went and got another one.
It pops off.
It was delicious. And I think it cost like £1.50.
Did you were like proper open to like trying new things?
Yeah, for sure. Like trying new things in terms of dishes that I've not had, but I would like in terms of like I'm not gonna be having like oysters and them type of things and mussels because I don't like that stuff or anything like. I don't like ketchup, so I'm not gonna go for anything like mad ketchup-y or like mad like that. But there was I remember we went to the mall. That was a fucking mad experience. Their malls are sick. Their shopping malls are connected to the tube station. So you will get off a tube station and walk right into the mall. Like if it was Westfields, but you don't walk out the station, you just go straight in.
Yeah.
And there's like 50 restaurants. And
did it feel crowded?
No, because there's like I don't know how to explain it. There's just so many things going on. There's so many things that you can try. You might just grab a little, I don't know, some prawns there and then go upstairs and get some actual sushi. Or you might get a little steak there and then go downstairs and get some chicken balls or whatever. Like, you're just running around trying different things. But there was literally like 50 restaurants, and I remember we had, what did we have? We had shrimp. Well, I had shrimp, rice, and egg. And then I made them do some chicken wings. And then I got like some they're mozzarella sticks basically, but they called it like cheese sticks or something like that. But anyway, that was delicious, and I think it cost like £7. And I was just like, bro.
So sold.
Even, do you know what as well? I have to say this, yeah. The money thing was so big of a factor because you're almost going back in time to when
things were cheaper. When
you'd go to Sainsbury's and £10 would get you stuff. Not 2 bottles of water.
That's it.
And a packet of crisps.
That's it.
Like 7-Elevens on deck, every corner.
What were you using to pay?
So what I basically did is I would draw out P's.
Okay.
And then
what with your UK card?
Yeah. I'll draw out P's.
Okay.
But you have to use a credit card because I don't know what it is, but something about like, well, you don't have to use a credit card. Sorry, that's a lie. But if you're paying with your card, you have to use a credit card. So what I would do is I would obviously transfer P's, draw it out, and I'll say, okay, cool, I've drawn out 2 bills, and that should take us for the next couple of days, kind of vibes. Pro tip: try to draw out as much money in one go because every time you draw it out, you're gonna get charged like a £5.
Okay.
So that's quite jarring, but
okay.
Yeah. And then bruv, fresh coconut in the morning. You know what I mean? Like for breakfast.
Hard. What was the hotel like? I'm trying to take notes for when I go.
I can't lie. As I said, alright, I'll say it like this. There was a gay presence, but there's also families. Okay. So and there's also couples. Okay. So because there's families and couples, you don't feel like, like every corner I'm turning there's just like there's zesty dons and that. It's not really like that. Okay. It's a vibe of like you can live your own movie if you want to go gym, 24 hours, go gym, do what you want. If you want to go gallivanting about the town, go gallivanting about the town. If you want to bring something back,
you can.
You do that. Like, it's kind of like literally whatever movie you want to live,
you can do it.
If you want to smoke your zoots and that, there's the rooftop joints, smoking area, go do your thing. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, BK was sick, man.
I never got put on a grind for a stack, did that on my own.